Hey everybody, welcome back to the Garbage Mice Podcast, the only alt-left podcast on YouTube. I'm your host, Monkey Jones, joined as always by Reactor and Rusty Cage.
What's up? Hey, we're finally back.
Yeah. I didn't know if we were coming back. I was like, what are those guys doing?
Reactor, how was your Valentine's Day?
Amazing. I don't remember what I did, but I
probably
played.
What happened that you don't remember?
Because every day seems like the same day for the past year.
That's fucking true.
You didn't go on a romantic date?
No, I go on a romantic date every night.
So it just seemed like any other night?
Yeah, it just seems like the same thing.
You've got to be fucking broke.
You make her pay for it, right?
Yeah, always.
So you got
it's
you get some pussy on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, every time I have sex, I make her pay for it too. If you know what I'm saying.
No, I've been paying
male gigolo.
I've been paying for romantic dates for this chick every night for the past year, and she still won't sleep with me.
What's wrong with it? Where do you take her?
But I'm gonna keep trying every day.
Are you just donating to her OnlyFans and you think it's a date?
No, I'm actually taking her to dinner and everything, and then paying for it, and then giving her a ride home, and then giving her a ride to work.
So it's like Groundhog Day, except you don't learn anything. Instead of in Groundhog Day, he pretty much just learned how to fuck the girl. Like that was the entire point of the movie.
Yeah, right.
Well, he also learned how to catch the kid that fell out of the tree.
But did he do it in the last one, or did he just like focus on the girl?
Yeah. The last day in the loop, he saved everybody's life, and then he fucked the girl, and then he woke up, and it wasn't Groundhog's Day anymore.
So that's all it takes. So you don't live the same day over and over again. Because this really does seem like that's a thought I've thought about. Every fucking day is the same. Whenever we're getting close to the exact time that lockdown started. We're about a month away.
But
to
it's
the
not just
year.
that. It's because for me at least, it's winter and we have 3 feet of snow outside. So it's like not only is there nothing to do, I don't even want to go outside.
Dude, this is how dumb
it's really
I am.
It's been a year, you said, Rusty?
Well,
yeah.
I thought it was it was 2 weeks to slow the spread.
No, it was a year ago a year ago the Democrats were saying it was no big deal. The flu is more dangerous. But in a month it'll be a year where they started saying it's the Black Plague.
That would have been.
Did we slow the spread yet?
Yeah, I think lockdown works, so we're gonna just try it again just in case.
Just as long as we're always locked down, nobody can catch it.
Yeah, clearly, that's how it's been working.
It is interesting seeing everyone turning on Andrew Cuomo, who was like the hero half a year ago, and now they're like, wait a minute, this guy's full of shit.
But he wasn't like a year ago. I knew what he did to the people.
Yeah, everyone fucking knew that was paying attention. It was obvious that this guy was like, whatever. But
and now the news has to.
Here's how dumb I am. I don't know, or maybe I'm just out of the loop. What the fuck is going on that it's cold everywhere except for in Florida and California?
We're in a simulation.
Is that what it is? There's a glitch in the Matrix, and so
everything
there's a
about
blizzard?
reality is manufactured. Whether we're actually in a matrix or it's just manufactured by wealthy people who have the tools to do that, because like weather control, that's old technology. They had that in the 70s.
Well, on the subject of this polar vortex, if I could just be uncharacteristically sympathetic for a moment, I would like to extend a hand to our friends in Texas because, every time up here in the north, about 3 or 4 times a year, we have a blizzard and our power goes out. And every single time, the kind-hearted people of Texas, they really care, they really sympathize, they empathize with us, they reach out, they let us know that they're on our side and that they're going to help us get through it.
Do they send their thoughts and prayers?
Absolutely. And now that the tables have turned and now they're the ones in that situation, I would just like to let them all know we give as many shits about you as you gave about us when it happened to us.
You're in this too.
I truly mean that.
You're in this too, so.
Yeah, I don't know.
My power is on.
What's going on? All right, so what exactly is going on? Because I haven't looked it up. I saw one map that someone posted on Twitter, and it looked like the entire 90% of the United States is blue because a gigantic blizzard came through.
Well, what they did was they're using the weather changing technology to make it freeze the states only.
But all right, Monkey, can you explain this to me? Because I'm sorry for asking you, Reactor.
No, I was just making fun of the Texans because on Twitter, everybody in Texas is like legitimately crying and bitching that their power's out during a blizzard. And we're like, yeah, that happens to us all the time and you never give a shit. So why would Texas, we care when it happens to you?
Because it's different. And, Texas has the rolling plains.
No, it's not.
They have tornadoes. I mean, it's kind of like Florida. Whenever Florida has hurricanes, no one gives a fuck. And even Floridians
right? That's what you moved there. You knew what was up. Why would I feel bad?
It's like moving Texas into Tornado Alley, and then a tornado comes through and it destroys your city. Oh, well, you fucking retard! What'd you move
making
there
a living
for?
off GoFundMe's?
I'm just saying, if the Texans want our sympathy, they should have gave us some when it happened to us.
You know what happened during fucking Katrina? What did the Texans do? They said, "Oh my God, there's all these poor black people moving into our." Coming across our border, we need to shut this down quick.
We can't have that.
Yeah, hell no. So yeah,
Refugees.
Sorry, Texas. You
Texas
got Elon Musk
It's not
Joe
like
Rogan.
they can listen to this. They don't have any power. They can't hear this. It's like making fun of the Amish. Who cares?
How do they not have fucking power? Who's in charge of this grid?
They have what is it? Wind turbines for power, and wind turbines freeze when it gets in a blizzard. But Texas didn't expect to have blizzards, so that's why they were like. But which is also weird because, like, if supposedly this whole wind technology, green technology is a liberal thing, why does Texas have so much of it?
Well, like Austin, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of
it's like, Texas doesn't want to buy their coal from Pennsylvania. They want their own power, so that's probably what it is. They just want to be self-sustaining and they don't have coal, Well, they do it more, though.
And that, I'm sure that dates back to just Texas's own independence. I mean, they're just so close to seceding every 10 years. It seems like they're on their way out.
They're just always sick of the United States shit.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Reactor, on this panel, you are the climate expert, and you've informed us many times there's no such thing as man-made climate change, and that, the next ice age is a natural thing. So is this the beginning of the next ice age, or what's going on?
We're leaving an ice age right now. I
don't think Texas feels that way.
Well, ice age doesn't mean that the temperature. It's called weather. There's a climate, and climates can, like in Chicago's climate, has 110 degrees and it has negative 30 degrees, all within that same climate.
Yes, but so if Texas is experiencing winter weather like never before, wouldn't that be a sign that we're going into an ice age?
Weather? No, it's not an ice age though. It's still not an ice age. Right now, the sun is at a minimum, so all of the planets are.
What does that mean? The sun is at a minimum?
The sun is at a maximum, a solar maximum. It's like when it's, like it pulses. It has periods where it gives off a lot of energy, and then sometimes it cools down a little bit and gives off a little bit less.
I had no idea.
So when it's giving off more energy, it doesn't give. It's not like a perfect.
Is that how
light
you
bulb.
think summer and winter happens?
The sun just cools off for a little bit.
That's the orbit of the planet. And ice ages are caused by the ellipse of the orbit. Sometimes it's an oval, sometimes it's a perfect circle. And when it's a perfect circle, we have the green age. When it's an oval,
I love A Perfect Circle. That's a great band.
Oh my God!
Not really. They suck.
Circle.
They're not good.
But yeah, it's like orbit and the sun's intensity have way more to. Practically the only thing we need to worry about for the planet's climate. Everything else is just stupid, scared, doomsday bullshit.
I mean, I really think that no matter what does happen to the climate, like humanity will survive, but maybe not. I don't know. But like every other ice age, it killed off everything, but there were a bunch of stupid things that died. They didn't have AC or air conditioning or heaters. But I guess if Texas doesn't even have power at the moment, which I highly doubt that they still don't have power.
There's still 4 million people without power right now, from what I read.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I saw a picture of this guy inside of his apartment hallway. There were icicles hanging from the ceiling indoors. I think like a pipe. No, it was real. Like a pipe burst and it froze, and like it's just like literally icicles inside of it where he lives.
Well, we had a tornado come through here in Florida yesterday, but it's just still one of those things where it's like, why? I mean, I guess Texas doesn't really. They might have tornadoes, but are there any like natural disasters that happen regularly in states like that.
They probably get lots of hurricanes on the Gulf.
Yeah, they get the Gulf. Well,
yeah, true.
Hurricane, yeah. And they get a couple tornadoes. What's the safest state? Maine?
Hawaii.
Yeah.
Hawaii.
No, Maine or shit. Hawaii.
Hawaii, all they have is a volcano, and that shit never goes off.
Oh, it will.
Yeah, it does.
Waiting for that big one.
Yeah.
Yellowstone?
Yellowstone. Yeah, right. Where the fuck is Yellowstone? Is that in Utah?
California?
Where the fuck is Yellowstone? Jesus Christ.
It better hurry up and go off.
Yeah, it's like, isn't it? Hold on. What's the valley in California? What's that giant valley?
Death Valley?
No. Like California is basically a giant valley.
I mean, Death Valley is in California, and it is a big valley.
Yeah, I wasn't terribly wrong there. Wait, Mumkey. So you've experienced several blizzards before?
Yeah, dude. Iowa, man. There's a blizzard outside right fucking now.
What's a blizzard?
Yeah, well, like every year there's a blizzard. What do you mean?
I don't know. I have fucking no idea. Iowa doesn't even exist in my world.
What temperature do you think it is outside my house right now?
I don't know. If I'm judging by the temperature in Florida right now, I'd say maybe 40 degrees.
It's negative 15, and it's been like this all month.
Jesus Christ.
I walked to the gas station, and my eyelashes froze, and when I blinked, I got ice in my eyeball.
Well, you're not lying? That's real?
Yes, I'm dead serious, dude.
How do you walk to the gas station in negative 15 degrees?
And I don't go on Twitter and bitch about it because I'm not from Texas.
Texas, they are a bunch of pussies there, aren't they?
100%.
Yeah, I don't know. I every time like a major hurricane comes through Florida, and fucking you see like Shep Smith, what's his name, Shepard Smith, who's the guy, the news pundit. He had like the famous line 2-3 years ago, I think, where hurricane was coming through, and then like the media just overhypes all this shit. They're saying this is the worst hurricane ever, and Shepard Smith said, "You'll die, and your kids will die too." And they showed like the trajectory of the hurricane, and like the red zone was like death zone. Everyone in this zone is going to die, and it goes right through Central Florida, right where I live. I walked outside during that hurricane. It was misting. It wasn't even fucking raining. It was like the weakest.
You were in the
bullshit.
eye.
I was in the eye.
You were in the
right.
eye of the storm.
The entire
Isn't
time.
Gainesville kind of north, though? It's not really near the coast, is it?
Yeah, but like even on the coast,
Yeah.
every time a hurricane comes through, it's like 4 people die now because they make those houses really well hurricane proofed. And so like 4 people will die, and it's usually old people when the electricity goes out and like their machines stop working that keeps them alive. But like Puerto Rico gets fucked, and all those islands and
Well,
that are on
they're
the
not
way.
a state, so who cares?
they just slow down the hurricanes before it hits mainland.
I think Trump was 100% right to just throw paper towels at those people. Because, like, what? Can they even vote? Who gives a shit what happens to them?
No,
Wasn't that in Georgia?
what?
No, that was in, like, Puerto Rico.
Really? Trump went to Puerto Rico?
Yeah, and he was throwing paper towels at people.
Wait, why?
That's probably like currency over there.
For real, after a hurricane, it definitely is.
Yeah. He's like
Well,
throwing
listen.
money.
Puerto Rico is a very rich culture, and they've done a lot for export and for helping the American economy. And I think that they should be able to vote, but they don't want to pay taxes. So
Yeah, I think if they want to vote, they should be a state, and then they can get proper funding.
like Washington D.C.
No, fuck them too.
Fucking
Oh, can I make a formal apology for all the times I thought Biden would even be half decent?
dude,
yeah,
yes, man.
I was
What?
wrong.
Holy shit! Yeah, instantly
He's literally
became
a
the
criminal.
He became the piece of shit that everyone expected that he was going to be. What?
Yeah, I mean,
Where's that check at?
he hasn't tried to like do an insurrection on a Capitol yet, but I'm still pretty pissed he hasn't sent me my money.
Yeah, which is now what, $1,400?
It's
in
his
this
money
check?
now.
Yeah. What a piece of shit. I mean, him and Trump, fuck them both. We need like somebody who's under the age of 50 in the White House for real.
Kamala Harris.
She's got to be over 50. Look at her.
I think Pelosi would be a good president.
She's like 800.
Or Schumer. Could you imagine President Schumer?
No.
Yeah, I can't either.
Holy shit, Kamala Harris is 56 years old.
Kamala.
Yeah, let's get Andrew Yang in there, and then we can all be happy.
Give us our money. Do everything that you've been saying that you were going to do.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, at first, I was like, oh, Yang seems cool. But then, like, all the stuff that the Democrats blatantly did, like, they were fabricating evidence for the impeachment trial last week, like, shit like that. But there's, like, a million things they've done like that that's shady as hell. And he still supports them, so it's like, okay, yeah, he's up.
Well, he's running for mayor of New York, so he needs to shill for that kind of stuff. He's just a smart man.
Well, he really did turn into a shill. Like when he became like a Bernie. CNN pundit, and all of a sudden he's just backing the same goofy political arguments that distract us from what's actually fucking going on. And it's like, goddamn, Yang, get your shit together.
He should have won. Then he wouldn't have to shill for shit. He could just do what he wanted to do. But oh well. We can talk about this shit again in 4 years, I guess, or I guess 3 years.
Here's the thing. Every single election, people forget what happened the election before. I don't understand how memory just completely depletes. Well, no, not everyone, but like...
CNN didn't forget about the 2016 election for 5 years.
Yeah,
they still haven't forgotten.
Dude, isn't that fucking nuts that they're trying to impeach Trump? He's not even the fucking president. It makes zero. I mean, I guess it's already been overturned, so he's not going to be impeached. But they're trying
it's
so
all
hard.
fake. It's all it's a theater. It's like a show to make. They stomp their feet around saying, "Oh, we hate him so much," and everyone's like, "Well, then we do too." Then.
However, I did read recently a little controversial news that Biden beat his daughter,
his granddaughter.
He beat his granddaughter.
So,
in Mario Kart as Luigi, you forgot a few details.
I read part of the headline. I didn't finish it.
You stopped after 3 words.
Well, it was too shocking.
Granddaughter.
He was like, "Oh my god, I don't want to hear about this."
Come on, man.
Give me more fake news.
Don't ask me who I'm playing as. If they ask him one follow-up question about Luigi, like, oh yeah, why do you play as Luigi? I guarantee you can't even say Luigi.
You ever play GoldenEye 64?
A long time ago.
You remember Odd Job?
Yeah, the cheapest character in the game.
Yeah, I bet Biden plays Odd Job.
Well, you think Luigi's the odd job of Mario Kart?
No, I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know why he picked Luigi, but I bet he picks Odd Job.
Why Odd Job? So Odd Job is the
because Odd Job's like
half.
Yeah, because Asian people are like half the height of other people.
I don't know, man.
So,
I went to Japan and they were
in
tall
the game. Yeah,
were they really tall in Japan?
Those are Pacific Islanders, though.
True. Yeah. In Japan, at least in the city, they're all like fucking at least 6 foot. Like that.
What?
I thought I was gonna be tall there. And
I thought that the dream was that all white weebs could go to Japan and live like kings. You're telling me I'll be a manlet over there too?
You're going to be a manlet over there, and also you're a black person. Like
what?
You're the odd person out because everyone is Japanese for the most part, and it's one of those things like I imagine like how there's like this brotherly camaraderie amongst black people in America. Where it's kind of like, hey, we're on the same side, even though I don't know you and I don't know the situation. Even though I don't know you
and you're in a different gang, I'm going to shoot at you still, but...
Well, sure.
We got the same skin color, so we cool,
That's
right?
just Chicago, Reactor.
No black people act like that anywhere else. But
no. Nowhere else.
It was like that in Japan. Like, I'd be on the subway, and I'd see like a German guy or something, and I'd kind of look at him, and you kind of like give like a nod of... You realize you're clearly one of the odd men out.
Really?
Like,
dude,
the white people have a secret
guy
club
and just
in Japan.
nodded at him?
I got picked on by fucking high school students in Japan.
Because you were wearing Super Tokyo Man costume running around with Naruto arms behind your back.
I wore the Super Tokyo Man costume so I wouldn't be recognized as Gaijin. I had the glasses on, I had a hat on, and I had a face mask, so they couldn't see any part of my face.
Mm-hmm. It's like a Japanese tourist coming to America and dressing like Homer Simpson or Bart Simpson with a full-on Bart Simpson face mask.
Yeah, so I was getting on
high school kids making fun of you.
I was getting on this subway, and I wasn't even dressed like that. I was just normal maybe wearing a mask. I don't know. It's weird there because everyone wears masks already, so it's just like kind of a throwback to being in Japan. But all the high school students were getting off the subway, and they're kind of like walking out of the subway portal as I'm walking down. And in the corner of my eye, I see it was like high school's male kids, and one of them turns around, he starts like walking behind me, and I believe he was making like a weird face, like oh, round eye, blah, 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 blah. And I could hear his friend, like, I don't know what the fuck he was saying, but probably something like, oh, come on, man, what the fuck? Like, don't fuck with that dude. Is what I hope is what was happening. But
hey, wait.
I was definitely being mocked. Like, there was someone following me around because I was the weird Asian white dude in Japan.
After they beat you up, did Mr. Miyagi teach you how to do karate?
No, I fucking wish. Unfortunately.
Well, so if Japan is off the table, we need to make a concrete list of which countries short white men can go to feel like Chad. I have it on good authority that in the Philippines, we would be gods among men. When I went to Argentina, I think most of the men were like 5'5" or 5'6", so I beat them too. But they also think, Argentinos, they think that they're white, so I guess they wouldn't really worship you for your skin there.
Well, because they come from like Spanish heritage. They have pretty white skin, right?
If you're blonde hair,
white,
blue-eyed,
but we all know what they
you
are.
do well in Japan, I heard.
No, Rusty just said in Japan he was mocked and bullied. It was like high school all over again.
If you're blonde hair, blue-eyed, and attractive.
Well, that's not going to happen.
And
I think, yeah, pretty much if you're tall and attractive, anywhere you go, no matter what you look like, people are going to be real nice to you.
Sure.
Yeah, that's why we're trying to make a list of places where guys like me and Rusty can be kings. The Philippines is the only one.
El Salvador, I think, is probably high up on that list.
Where can I go where 100 USD will make me like a millionaire? Africa?
I don't know. I mean, you're still going to have to deal with the Chinese there.
Yeah, I don't know. Nigeria got a big economy boost by all those scams. They brought in billions.
I would say El Salvador or like the slums of Brazil would be my choice.
Hey, if we have any international listeners and you think that white people would be worshipped in your country, let us know in the comments. Rusty and I are getting sick of getting bullied everywhere we go.
Tired of getting picked on. In Japan.
Yeah. It was supposed to be your safe haven.
Well, Asians.
You're supposed to be able to carry a body pillow outside and everybody would just act like it's normal.
I expected that, and it just wasn't like that at all. All the Japanese people are tall; they're all dressed well, and I'm the ugly, round-eye fool who stepped.
They didn't think you were Steve Buscemi?
No, I don't think they did.
They're not big fans of him over there.
No one asked me to do like a Nokia commercial or promote their weird soda pops.
Are you telling me anime is full of shit?
Yeah, I think so. And also,
anime's not real?
Wait, so did you go into a classroom and sit in the fourth desk back next to the window?
I was running around the entire city with toast in my mouth. And everyone was flying.
You were late for school?
They all had green hair and lasers were shooting out of their eyes. It was fucking crazy.
And it sounds like it's about accurate then.
Yeah, I guess it was pretty close.
And I pretend that anime characters are white anyway.
Why do you
say
do
you
that?
pretend?
Are you going to tell me Edward Elric isn't white when they live in fucking, like, Germany? For real? You're going to cast him as a Japanese actor? Really? This guy with fucking blonde hair naturally is... Oh, okay, I'm sure he's Japanese.
Isn't that what
Japanese
they do?
people
Like
can have
every
blonde hair.
anime, they assume that they're Japanese, and if any non-Japanese person tries to play the role... Like, I know they're trying to cast people for the Cowboy Bebop movie, and... First off, they're just casting completely out of race, which is strange. But like, I don't think that Spike Spiegel, for instance, is Japanese. He's a Martian.
Spike is a very traditional Japanese name, Rusty.
There's actually a rule, and what it is if the traditional character is white, you have to replace it with a person of color. And if the traditional character is a person of color, you cannot change it to a white person because that's racist.
Right. Whitewashing is bad, blackwashing and
the less
yellow
white
washing
people
are
you
good.
have, the more or the less racist the movie is.
Yeah, when we started this podcast, actually, Reactor was played by a white guy, but they said we needed to get a Hispanic guy on instead.
Mm-hmm.
I like that you keep...
So now we're stuck with him.
I like, in your lore, Reactor is white. I mean, I guess your skin's white, but you're definitely...
My skin's not white.
Visibly part Asian.
Am I? You think so?
Yeah, that
I think
or
some people
or
can't see it,
You
some
have
people
like
can.
you're inbred. I don't know.
Well, considering a lot of people think Tim Pool is a white supremacist, I'm guessing they think these people are white.
Well, Asians
These
are next on the
people?
chopping block.
These people?
Yeah, these Pool brothers.
These Pool brothers.
Pool's
I mean, like-
closed, motherfucker.
I feel like when you're like mixed race, you're in an area where you can dress for whatever culture you want and it'll be believed. Like
That's what
you know,
Elliot Rodger tried to do that. Look what happened to him.
if I dressed up like a Vato and just started walking around pretending to be one, people wouldn't be like, that dude's white, you know? They'd be like, that's a Vato. Look at his mustache.
A Vato.
Wait, why do you say that he looks Asian? I thought he was Hispanic. I thought he was like El Salvadorian.
It's not dark enough for that.
Oh.
Well, he's got like hooded eyelids and
You're talking about me?
Yeah, we're talking about you.
Hooded eyelids.
yeah, you got those Korean eyes.
Do I? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, you do. What the fuck are you talking about? You don't
Asian,
have eyelids.
Asian eyes
He
like...
looks like a round eye to me.
Hold on, let me look this up.
The
I forget.
difference is with Asian people, the eyelid folds right above the eyelash, so you can't really tell. And then with Europeans, it folds like in the back. It folds into the eye socket, kind of.
I type in Reactor into Google Images, and the first image is like the face warping one that makes you a very handsome man. I guess that's what now your YouTube avatar.
No, what that's what I look like.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Okay, I was wrong. I guess I just forgot what you looked like. Because
Why didn't you just look at the framed photo that you took with him when he came to your house that's sitting on your desk?
My girlfriend made me take that down.
Yeah, when Reactor, I have framed photos of you and I together all over my house. I cherish those memories.
Like 20 photos of that one day in New York City.
Yeah, when your brother said, "Please don't put me in the photo," and then he's in the photo anyway.
Wait,
I don't
what?
remember.
The first time I met Reactor and Tim, they came to one of my fan meetups in New York, and it was like a picture with me and them two, and I think like Asterios Kokonos or somebody. And Tim's like, "I don't want to be in a picture with Mumkey Jones," and I was like, "It's too late."
What the fuck? Why?
I guess he thought I would tarnish his reputation.
He was on
Little does he
Joe
know.
Rogan. He was on Joe Rogan and he was talking about you. I heard Mumkey Jones come out of Joe Rogan's mouth.
Well, this was like
Yeah, but-
2016, and
But
then I think that was 2018 or
I
so,
think what it,
2019.
what it also comes down to is journalists, like this is the whole fake news, like info war thing. So like journalists attack other journalists. So like Tim's trying to be careful because if, say, he's seen with you and then you dress up as Hitler for Halloween, then the journalists are going to be like, Tim Pool is seen with his friend who dresses like Hitler, and then he's going to be like, great, more bullshit to deal with, you know?
But does Tim even care about that? I mean, it seems like he already takes enough of that shit. And I mean, what are you going to do? Just not hang out with anyone because they may or may not do
I don't know.
something
I think-
controversial at some point?
It probably came down to it not really mattering if he was in the photo or not. So he just preferred not to be in it.
Shit. Well, how
You know, so
embarrassing.
you
Yeah,
didn't deal with
defend
shit.
him all you want, Reactor.
Yeah, I'm just saying it. I don't know.
Not 'cause he's
I would
your
never
brother, right?
reject a photo with you.
Well, listen, I would
Yeah,
take a
I mean,
photo with
yeah.
Tim Pool.
I already have.
Yeah, I might.
Alleged white supremacist Tim Pool.
I also had a black eye that day because Asterios' friend threw a banana at my face, and it gave me a black eye.
Really?
So you say what is the connection between black guys and bananas?
What?
You say he had a black guy because of something with the
Black
banana?
eye.
Oh, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
You-
Hey, speaking
wait,
of
you said a
that, you want to talk about our first news story of the day?
Oh yeah.
What is
oh
it?
yeah.
What is
I
the
know
news?
Rusty wanted to talk about the Gorilla Glue story. I guess he had some racist jokes he wanted to make or something.
I don't care about. What it actually is the Gorilla Glue story. Like someone just put it in their hair. It seems like kind
Some
of a
dumb.
throwaway.
It's a 40-year-old woman who needed hairspray, so she put Gorilla Glue in her hair, and that's the whole story.
Yeah, and then Gorilla Glue expands. You've seen it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it fills with air bubbles and like it gets like, yeah, it expands. I don't know. So then her hair was glued to her head. It
I'm glad
I
we
think it
didn't
looked
talk
good at
about
first.
this last week because there is an update. People were outraged that she made like $20,000 on GoFundMe But evidently now she has donated all of the money to charity.
Probably because if she kept that shit, she would have been fucking railed. But she had to make more money than that because there's no way that, unless she's already rich, you don't just make $20,000 and then give it to charity and then come out with nothing and no hair.
Probably because your whole reputation's on the line for I made 20 grand by being a big fucking retard. So maybe I should try to make this a good thing.
Like, say, imagine one of you guys got 20 grand. Would you be afraid, like, oh, my reputation, I'm going to donate it all? Like, no, people donated it to you.
Yeah.
They're not stupid. They know what they're doing.
Maybe she had even a modicum of pride and realized how embarrassing it was.
No, I think it'd be more likely that the person would be like, okay, I'm donating it all to charity. Now shut the fuck up and leave me alone. And then they don't have to donate it to anyone.
Oh, yeah, that's what I would do.
Well, yeah, and also, like, what charity? Just make a charity. I need to make a charity that we can hide behind and kind of do like what Red Cross and all these other charities do, which is like donate 5% and then just keep the rest.
That sounds like a scam. I think we should do the righteous path and start a church.
Yeah, I thought you already started like 3 churches so far.
Wait, what?
You're on like your 3rd church, aren't you?
No, I have 1 church.
Oh, I feel like you've gone through this a few times.
Church of
Wasn't there a
Science
church? What about the Church of the Culero?
Oh, I didn't start that.
Oh, was that Tim?
No, that was probably a fan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a huge cult starting about the Culero. I try not to be involved in it.
Is there really a huge cult following for the Culero? Which was
no, not a cult following. Well, I mean a literal cult. Like they think it's alive. I don't understand them.
What the fuck is this? I think I'm out of the loop on this one. What happened the last time I knew about the Culero?
They think that the Culero created heaven and earth and set the Big Bang in motion.
Well, explain for the people at home what the Culero is, because they might be unfamiliar.
It's a solar powered cooler. So it's like basically a cooler that you put out in the sun, and then it's like a refrigerator inside.
Now,
and you invented this, and you started like a GoFundMe to support it. Is that what happened?
And it was gonna, basically free refrigeration. You just put your cooler in the sun, So it was gonna end world hunger. It was gonna free up so much money that was being wasted on air conditioning and refrigerators. Poverty was gonna be gone. So the elites had GoFundMe delete my campaign.
Yeah, that's why they shut you down. You're getting too powerful.
I thought Thunderfoot the guy who made a video busting the technology.
Did he?
No. Doesn't it not follow the laws of thermodynamics?
No, it 100% does actually. It's a Peltier chip, and it's basically a chip with 2 wires coming out of the bottom, and one side is extremely cold and one side is extremely hot when you plug these wires into a power source. So like when there's electricity flowing through it, it takes the heat from one side and puts it to the other. So basically with like a heat sink glued to it, it'll pull the heat from one side and then spit it out the other.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense, Rusty.
I was asking this question because I was just curious, but I'd like to ask you, Reactor, because it seems like you might know. But do you think it takes more energy to make something cold or to make it hot?
I think it would,
to like raise, say, like a room in a vacuum, to raise the temperature in that vacuum or to lower it.
I feel like it would be the same thing unless there were other outside. I mean, like in a vacuum, it would automatically be cold because there would be no.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Whenever I looked it up, it was that it takes more energy to make something to raise the temperature because you actually have to create the heat rather than move the heat.
You have to inject the heat or the energy into the into the one side as opposed to remove energy. But I kind of feel like it would be equal. Removing energy from one side would, but also removing energy from one side, you would lose a lot of it in the process.
Guys, this is retarded. Do we have another story?
All right, so here's one thing I wanted to talk about. I saw that you posted in the Discord about student ebooks. Do you know this story, Reactor?
How long ago was that one from?
Let me look real quick. It
Student
seems
ebooks. I know, like they're ripping people off or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I was hoping you'd
pull
read
up
it
the
to me.
article. Let's give it a read.
It should be like one of the last 2 that you posted.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Was it-
Price
it's like-
gouging from COVID. Student ebooks costing up to 500% more than in-print books. What the fuck?
Yeah, let's explore this.
The entire system is a scam against poor people.
And they're increasing the likelihood of torrenting by 500%.
Yeah. Right?
Librarians at UK universities say students' reading lists for this term are being torn up because of publishers' eye-watering increase to ebook prices. Oh shit! How do I skim through this to find it? Did you ever have to buy a book for college?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I remember
either you went to college.
when I was using my GI Bill, the military would give me like a few $100s for my books, and yeah, I mean, I would torrent whatever books I could, but it's ridiculous. They'll be like $300 for a PDF. Like,
What?
Yeah, I think-
$300 for a fucking PDF of an ebook?
I think that would be the high end. Like,
And that's
I
the
think I
same
paid,
as
like,
that's the
300.
same as the actual physical book. Like if you have a physical book, I remember that costing like $300 to $500, a ridiculous amount for a fucking history book that you only need for one credit class of like history 1844 to whenever, and it's
Another
$500 fucking dollars, and you read
Another
2
thing
chapters
they
out
would
of it.
do. Another thing they would do is they would put like a serial number with the PDF, and
Okay.
and the PDF would come with like a file you have to download, and then the teacher would make you use that homework file or whatever at some point to make, and then that's their way of making sure that you actually bought the book, you didn't torrent it, and you have a key, a serial number to log into the homework. Yeah, it's like
That is ridiculous. And I thought this whole system was done now because there really weren't e-books for school. I mean, I guess there kind of were when I was in school, but like it wasn't popular. I couldn't just like type in
the problem is student loans. Because of student loans, the schools are saying, well, shit, we can triple our tuition now because these people are getting loans. So it's like money they don't have to have right now. We can charge them more. And then the book companies are like, well, they're all getting loans, you know? So they
This
raise
is
the
one of
price.
the only advantages to getting an English degree is that I didn't have to get those $500 STEM textbooks. 90% of the books I had to buy were just the classics and plays and shit. So every semester I probably spent like $150 total just buying shit off of like Amazon.
True. Oh, so you're getting the
So you
actual-
guys all got scammed. Meanwhile, I don't owe shit.
No.
So I guess get a useless degree if you don't want to be in debt.
I mean, sometimes I stole books from the bookstore too to save money.
yeah, that does work.
How did you do that? I'm curious.
How did I steal the books?
Yeah, did you just put them under your shirt and you had like walked out with a big square chest?
No, I would sneak in and pretend like I was reading it, but I would be taking pictures of every page.
Every single page.
Just
Yeah,
sat there for
I mean, there's-
hours.
And they were none the wiser.
Technically, there's no rule against taking pictures of the book in the
I know.
store.
I
Yeah,
think
I know.
there's
They
actually, there
they
might be
just say
laws
don't.
against it.
No, they
Yeah,
just
I
say
was
don't
kidding.
take the book out with you unless you paid for it. He
I
left it
noticed,
in the store.
Another thing that is like difficult to do unless you're like first there, but the library at the community colleges always have the textbooks, so you could just rent them out first and just keep renting them.
And then pay like the $30 late fee at the end of the semester.
No, because you can just keep renting it or like checking it back out probably,
Oh.
so you can save that $30.
Or make photocopies and sell it to your classmates for 50% off.
Make
Those
a
guys,
PDF.
those guys are fucking heroes. The people who are scanning every single page and upload, like that's got to take
I don't think that's what's
a
happening.
week.
I think the book companies are like, all right, let's sell a digital version too for $600.
I guess I'm being a boomer here. I'm still thinking that the
Yeah,
only
like,
way you
yeah,
get
back
a
in the
PDF
day.
is scanning every single page and then making a PDF and uploading
Like
it.
10 years ago, that's how it would be. Like if
Right.
there was a book online and someone scanned it.
That's what I did with Requiem of the Crazies, even though Rusty posted on his website for free.
Yeah, yeah. People still want to download it for free, anyways. Like,
Were you able to
just
sell
read
any?
it?
Mumkey, were you able to sell any copies?
No, because people found out that it's free on his website.
Yeah, that's that's
Big
what I had
waste
to
of
do. I had to make it free just to end all the bootlegging that was going on for my comic book. Well, I remember when I was in here's the bullshit, Mumcase. I also had a bullshit degree. I went to community college for video production.
But you actually use that. That's not bullshit. You probably use your degree more than 98% of Americans do.
Yeah, but also here's the thing.
No, it's just you. You have an English degree.
That's true. Well, you wrote a book, though.
Yeah, I mean, I used my degree. Most people these days are not getting jobs in the career field that they got a degree for.
Especially English.
I don't know if it was like because I actually went to the school for it. I mean, I learned a little bit about like how to use a DSLR camera, which I had no idea before. I remember we had about 2 courses just on chroma keying and like green screen stuff. And then about a year after I graduated, that became automatic. Like it was just something that before you had to do all this like fucking extra shit just to take the green out, and then it was just like, oh, click on the green, and then instantly
the little eyedropper. Now suck the color out.
Yeah, and now it's like on TikTok. Like TikToks can just take anything out that isn't you, and it's still sketchy,
Dude,
but
I remember back in like
good
in like 2005, it was like pre-filter technology shit, So I was like since I was like 10, I was playing with Photoshop, and like I remember I sat there for like a whole day making myself old, and then now people are just like taking one picture. Done,
now all you have to do is send your information to Russia and they'll do it for you.
Yeah.
One of the other things that really pissed me off were these online courses. So I'd go into school and I'm paying to be there, and the teacher would say, all right, watch this course on lynda.com. And lynda.com is like there's classes online.
Yeah.
So I'm paying
is it
to
free?
No, you have to pay for it, and it's only like $14. I don't remember how much it is, but I'm just watching another professor tell me how to do the things, and then this professor just watched the same thing and was grading based on what the online thing. I was like, why don't I just do all this shit from home? I mean, college definitely. I mean, I don't think there's any doubt now. Well, at least there is some doubt, but it's definitely becoming a lot more clear that it's just a gigantic fucking scam. If you're motivated, you can learn all of it, and you can just take these classes for $14 or whatever, or free, if you can find them. But I was like, what the fuck is this professor? He's just telling us to watch another professor and take the lessons from him, and then he'll grade us based on that.
Yeah, what a great education.
Well,
I don't think it's a secret to anybody here that college is a scam. I think we've probably mentioned that like 50 times on the show. Like, kids, man, you guys got to really think hard before you sign that loan at age 18, because you probably don't know what you're signing up for.
Yeah, what you should probably do is get the loan and then just invest it in the stock market or something.
Can you do that?
Yeah, Dogecoin.
Yeah, put it all in Doge.
Oh, man, I lost some money on the stock market. I'm not going to lie.
On what?
I didn't lose it on Dogecoin, because when I asked you,
you can't lose it on Dogecoin right now.
What?
You can't lose it on Dogecoin right now, I don't think. It's going to go higher. Like, it's going to get up to...
You can't lose money ever if you don't sell.
Yeah,
well, that's
exactly.
True. But no, I did eventually invest in Dogecoin, but after the whole hype was over, I was trying really hard to get in there while it was happening. Like the night it was exploding, all the... every investing application and website that I was using, they didn't deal with Dogecoin. So I was trying to like sign up for fucking even Robinhood, which went through that whole scandal. I was trying to sign up for Robinhood, which I think they limited trading on Dogecoin. I was trying to sign up for Kraken.
A couple days.
Coinbase, which is what I currently use, doesn't deal with Dogecoin. And everything was just like overrun. It was like, what was it, DDoS? Just like too many people trying to make accounts, so it was just running slow. You couldn't verify your account, and I was just seeing everyone making money in real time. I was like, fuck, why did I never even have any Dogecoin?
No, you see, like what I was thinking about, like these crypto coins, and there's a million of them, right? But Doge is obviously notable because Robinhood has Doge on it, right? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so that means more people can buy it. The more places it's available, the better. So right when Robinhood put Doge, I hate saying that word, Dogecoin, on Robinhood, then like it would have been really smart to just scoop up $1,000 worth. I think it's smart to, like, anytime there's like a meme or a trendy crypto coin, anyone that if you notice a tiny crypto coin, somehow it makes it into your world and you see it, put $1,000 into it, because
the fact that you even see it means that somehow it's going to get to a shitload of other people's eyes.
Like, unless you really think you're the last person to notice it, probably not.
Yeah. Well, here's what ended up happening. Eventually, the money that I transferred into Robinhood got through, and the hype was over. Dogecoin went back down, and so I put the $500 minimum whatever into that, and so now I have quite a bit of it. I'm hoping it'll go back up. If it doesn't,
just don't even touch it.
I'll lose $500. But yeah, if I forget I have
that's the idea.
I did the same thing with Bitcoin back in the day. I bought right at the height of the fucking Bitcoin boom, the first one, and like a fucking jackass.
Like it hit 1,000.
It hit 19,000, and
well, that wasn't the first boom. The first boom was when it went up to 1,000, and everyone was like, "Holy shit!"
Well, whatever. The one that was in like 2017.
Yeah, that was 19,000.
I lost a few $1,000s on that. I was like, Jesus Christ! Like, I'm a fucking idiot. Like I bought at the highest peak, but I didn't sell it, and I forgot about it, and now it's worth half a Bitcoin is like $25,000. So it was a good investment in the end.
So with
did you sell yet?
Hell no, I'm holding on to that shit until it goes up to be incredible.
Bitcoin's going to make it to $1 million, and I think that's the highest it can go.
Hold on,
it only has 8 places.
Yeah. I want to ask you about this since you mentioned it. So yeah, I saw someone saying Bitcoin can go up to multi-millions. I'm like, how is it possible that much money could just exist? Like everyone who has a Bitcoin now has just one Bitcoin's worth $1 million?
The idea is if everyone agreed they didn't want to sell them, except for $1 million, if everyone was like, that's my price. If you want it, that's what the price goes to.
So there
that's
has to be a buyer.
It's general consensus. It's like human, the average of human thought. What do they all think it's worth? Well, most of them paid $30,000 for these Bitcoins, so they don't want to sell it for less than that. But some will, if you scare them,
Yeah, but who's going to buy into it? Like, the good thing about
you can't lose money on crypto. I don't
Bitcoin is that you don't have to buy a full unit. You can just buy a small percentage of it, and so that means you can invest as much as you want into Bitcoin. But but I'm saying everyone can't sell that. So if there's 1 million people that have one Bitcoin, and now there's $100 million floating around. Granted, that's a small amount of money in the grand scheme of things, but everyone couldn't just sell it and take that money out.
Yeah, they wouldn't. That would be a weird fluke. I don't know if
I would sell it.
If they outlawed Bitcoin, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, I think if it got up to $1 million, I would sell. I would just take my money and fucking be happy with $500,000.
Well, no, but another thing is, like, when you're investing, you have to think about what the average thought is. So you're thinking, I'll just sell it at $1 million. Well, yeah, how many people are using that exact number? Because it's a very round number. Right. That they're a bunch of idiots, a huge pile of idiots all together are saying, I'll sell it at $1 million. But then the smart people are like, fuck that, I'll sell it at $9.99. Yeah, right. But then the smarter people are like $9.98, and it's like some people are just like, fuck it, I'll sell it for $700,000 and I'm out. And they'll be able to sell it for $700,000. But some of the other people will be too late to sell theirs where they want.
So Tesla just put $1.8 billion into it, and I saw another financial group was talking about putting like $150 billion into it. So that's going to go up. It'll be tight. Either way, but I lost on the whole.
You heard some other group
GameStop.
That just sounds like they're fucking with the market. Hey, we're thinking about putting $150 billion into Bitcoin, and then raise the price up when everyone hears it.
Right. Well, Mumke, are you gonna get any cryptocurrency? You kind of just stay out of all this stock.
No, well, I signed up for Fidelity, and then I couldn't figure out how to make it go to my bank account, and then I just forgot and gave up.
Yeah, but like if you're paying 0.001 cent for a crypto coin, You know, like
you're not losing
who
anything
cares?
by buying $100.
How much lower could it go?
Or like $10 you have, right. It can't
But
go
at
lower.
the same time, all cryptocurrencies, for the most part, are at their highest point at every present time. You know what I mean? Every day it's at its highest point for the most part. On average, you know, they do go down, but or every year, I would say they're always like doing better than they were the last year.
Yeah, well,
like
I'm
you don't really lose
hoping
money.
Dogecoin will go up because I got GameStop I bought it the day before Robinhood limited your ability to buy it, so I just lost thousands of dollars.
That's another thing. Anytime Robinhood adds something, like what is it? PayPal also just added a cryptocurrency section. Did you notice that?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, you can buy Ethereum, Bitcoin, Litecoin. It's like just a couple like that. Same with Robinhood doesn't have Litecoin. They have Doge. But every time a platform like adds like say you never heard of Blipcoin and Robinhood just added it, buy the shit out of that thing because you know it was just added to Robinhood. People are going to buy it.
Well, listen, motherfucker. Whenever I was talking to you earlier, I was asking about Dogecoin. You said, I think I can quote you on saying Dogecoin is only there to pull idiots away from their money.
No. That was in regards to the whole GameStop short squeeze. It was
you're right. Yeah, because it pulled me away from my money. And several other people I know.
Yeah, they were squeezing GameStop. So then the CNN and all the establishment Wall Street were like, "Oh, look now everyone who was attacking us is attacking this cryptocurrency," like trying to get them to all rush over there.
Right.
Yeah.
But dude, it's fucking
but
it's
also,
crazy
like,
that Robinhood was able to do that, and clearly some fuckery went on, and nothing comes of it. I mean, this is just another pimp slap in the face. Where, what are we supposed? Hey, you guys are focusing on the wrong thing. Luigi, I play Luigi with my granddaughter. I beat my daughter.
Don't you care what kind of ice cream I eat?
Yeah, right. It's like no. What the fuck happened with this whole thing? Shouldn't someone be responsible or like? I thought this was going to destroy the market because I thought finally, Reddit had really figured out how they can manipulate stocks, and essentially they could do that with any stock, and that would, I guess that is what people have been doing, but that would just fuck up the entire stock market. But I'm down with the chaos of it.
The stock market is already fucked up by bots.
Yeah,
and trillionaires. They literally control whatever they want. Like the GameStop's a good example. They shorted 140% of it because they can, and they don't give a fuck. Yeah,
they won. Here's the thing: every time that there's a fucking there's billionaires involved and trillionaires involved in politicians, you're not gonna fucking win. The second that you think that Jeffrey Epstein, his alleged suicide reveals a lie, they caught him. There's billionaires and politicians all in this pedophile ring. What do you think's going to happen of it? They want you to forget. You're going to forget because you're a fucking human, and shit's going to keep happening. They figured out GameStop how to short the stocks using Reddit, and these companies allegedly, they break the law to prevent that from happening, and we're all just going to forget about it. We're going to go, well, it was a fun try. We almost got one over on our fucking elites.
I think there's like a $25,000 minimum to day trade. So basically, if you're poor, you're not allowed to day trade because
that kind of makes sense though.
No, it doesn't though.
Well, because there's commissions. The companies have to make money, and they're.
What's day trading though? Like, if you want to buy something, you should be allowed to buy it. Then, if you want to sell something, you should be allowed to sell it.
Yeah, but you're using a service to buy it. Like you're using E-Trade or whatever.
I'm saying no, but it's the SEC, like the federal government, that is saying poor people aren't allowed to day trade. It's not like these financial companies. They would love to let the poor people day trade and shake all the money out of their pockets.
Everyone can't be rich. That's impossible. Actually,
the definition of rich, if the 13 families or whatever you want to call them, the few trillionaire families that are the banker families, if you took if they all died right now and their wealth disappeared, and basically was put back into the like GDP of the countries or the global economy, we would all be significantly richer.
But then, within a course of like a few months, all that money would end up funneling back into the pockets of the people that were really good at collecting money. I mean, we saw that over lockdown. Why the rich got richer. I don't really know if the poor got poorer, but like,
look at the system we're using, the monetary system, right? Where because this is a fiat currency and it can be produced out of thin air. The people that can make it out of thin air have infinite money. And now they're spending that money. But so like imagine there was no money and everything was just like, everyone was balanced, kind of like tribes across the world where everyone was just like trading, like traders, nothing with currency. Everyone would be, there wouldn't be homeless people. It's like, well, shit, dude, go dig your own hole.
I think so.
I think build your own house.
Mumpke, let me ask you this.
Well, no, because like, what is homeless then?
I also feel like an idiot just even talking about this because I don't know finance that well, but I feel like if, say, everyone in America got $1 million, what would happen?
It depends on where the money came from, I guess.
Well, say everyone was lucky enough to have bought a Bitcoin, and now Bitcoin's worth $1 million, and they're all cash out. Say that you could do that. Everyone just got $1 million. I don't know.
You mean like if I had 330 million Bitcoins right now, and I was like, I'm going to give one to every person in America?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a very generous donor gave everyone $1 million.
Yeah.
I mean, I would imagine whoever I pay my bills to would suddenly realize, oh, these bills should be triple the price all of a sudden for some reason.
I was talking to some people. They say inflation doesn't exist like that. But yeah, right. Okay. So the price. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, of course. Okay, so your landlord would raise your rent because you're now a millionaire tenant. And also, all of his tenants have $1 million, and he's charging $600 rent. He's like, "What the
fuck?"
Month?
No, this month is $1 million rent.
He also has $1 million though. Is the thing.
No. You know what would probably happen in my experience? Like what the landlord does is he'll like charge you $1 million for something he finds in the apartment after you move out.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah,
like I pulled up the floorboards and there was
down
dust
payment would be
there.
$300,000, and right there's dust underneath a picture or on the ground.
No, on top of the trimming of the door.
Really, we just need to wait for Star Trek to become real and for technology to make the concept of money to be just pointless. Like once we have the food processor in Star Trek where I can just say strawberry shortcake and then it appears in front of me. Once I have that, why would I even need money anymore?
Yeah, just let the slaves who produce the materials figure it out.
If you had if you had a machine that could synthesize anything in the universe, why would you go to work for 8 hours to get money when you can have it synthesize your own money?
And also, what would be the motivation?
I don't think they even have money in Star Trek. I think they just do that shit. Like, you get a job because you enjoy it, not because you get paid. You think those guys on the Starship Enterprise are getting paid? They do it because they love the adventure.
Like, if you join the military because for adventure, I don't know. Yeah, I guess that sounds about right. But I was going to say, like, you have to take orders from people. I don't know.
I think you have to take orders from
captain of the
people.
ship.
Yeah,
I think that's biologically and evolutionarily.
Wouldn't you rather be Captain Jack Sparrow instead of, like, I don't know, George Washington?
Dude, Jean-Luc Picard's all you need.
His name's Jean-Luc?
Yeah, he's French, but he has a British accent.
Someone should make the Next Generation fan fiction where they become pirates.
Oh, they did. It's called Picard. It's streaming on CBS All Access.
Did you watch that?
No, it's terrible. I watched the Red Letter Media videos about it, though.
Yeah, I think I turned it on for a second, and I was like, this is retarded.
Yeah. But in terms of talking about how do we solve the billionaire problem and all that, I've already come to accept that I'm never going to be rich. I'm just
billionaire isn't a problem. Billionaire.
I think it's a huge problem.
No. Billionaire is just wealthy people. The problem is the trillionaires, the people who can't spend all their money, even if they wanted to. Even if you had a gun to their head and said, "Spend all your money now," they can't.
A billionaire couldn't do that either.
Yes, they could.
I don't think so, dude.
I think
you
billionaire
underestimate
could.
how much a billion is.
But no,
Like-
a billion, you could spend it, but you have to buy big things.
You have to buy a country.
Like,
Yeah.
no,
an
you
island.
just have to rent every car in America for one day.
yeah.
Sure,
No, I
do
don't know
that.
about that.
Buy a
I don't know.
spaceship and like try to. I mean, like do like what fucking Elon Musk is doing. He's just throwing money away into pointless projects
I mean, he's
while still
not,
funding his
though.
main. Well, yeah, like the fucking boring project. Like that's not going anywhere.
What do you mean? He's digging tunnels underground. He's connecting all the deep underground military bases that the elites
That's
use.
what he says. That's not what he's doing.
And the point is, though, folks, either we're all going to team up and murder the trillionaires, or they're just going to keep getting richer while we get poorer, and really find friends and family who you love, find things you value that don't revolve around money, because none of us are ever going to become millionaires or billionaires or trillionaires, and you just have to accept it. And if you can't accept it, then join the revolution and build a guillotine.
Well, I mean, all you really-
those are your
bullshit.
two choices.
Fuck
All we
that.
really have to
fuck
do
that
is
bullshit. Because
to
here's
gold
what's going to
standard.
happen: the second that all the billionaires are dead and they've been taken care of, they're going to come for the landowning peasants. They're going to come for
What?
you if you have $1,000 in your bank account, and the people
Who's
who
they?
have the people who have $30 in their bank account are going to look at you as the new rich person, the new bourgeoisie.
How are they going to do that from Africa? They can't get
Yeah,
over
how many guns
here.
can they buy?
Hey,
Yeah, for real. We got more guns.
I would love this in the comments section. If you have less than $100 in your bank account, comment.
Do you live
that.
through the purge?
Yeah, I want to know if I'm richer than most of our audience. Tell us how much money you have to your name. And it's for most people, it's probably a negative net worth if they went to college.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
even,
in debt, yeah.
or even if they just bought a car.
Yeah, really.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what does that mean? Like, how much money do I have if I still owe the bank for my house? I don't really have. That's not money.
Yeah, well, you're negative.
Well, yeah, negative net worth. I wonder what percentage of people have a less than zero net worth. That's crazy.
Probably a huge percentage.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Well,
Oh,
I
well.
guess that's
They're all a bunch of lazy
just about an
bums.
hour. Then is it?
Yeah, build a guillotine, folks. That's the answer. Go listen to the Trevor Moore song, It's Time for Guillotines, and tell me that it's wrong.
You know these stupid assholes that whenever the last stimulus check was coming out and it was it $600? They're all going, well, you can build a guillotine for $600, and then the second, none of those motherfuckers bought a guillotine. They were never willing to do this violent, revolutionary overthrow. They just spent it on fucking pills and alcohol and cheap food that makes them unhealthy.
Guillotines are just made of wood, rope, and metal, probably aluminum. Like we could
Yeah, I
make
could build one with
Yeah,
this shit in my house.
If people are buying those for $600, I think we should go into a business.
We should start selling like build your own guillotine kits, and it's $500, and that'll be our
let's do
Shark
it.
Tank thing.
Let's
Yeah.
do it. Yeah.
Mr. Wonderful will be like, oh, how much does it cost to make? Oh, it's like $20 in parts. We sell it for $500 retail.
We can go on
know
Shark
what?
Tank and be like to the sharks, like, well, put your head in there. What's that? What's that dude's name? Hey,
Rob
Let's test
Hirschman.
it out.
Rob Hirschman would
Come
be the
on,
first one to do
Lori.
it. Well, I actually just did my hair, and for that reason, I'm out. There's nothing proprietary about a guillotine. The French have already used them.
And then Reactor will be like, hey, Damon, want to try out the news? We got a second product. That's when you get canceled.
Hey,
It's when you try to hang the black billionaire.
Hey, the blade of the guillotine can be like, if we make it like 400 pounds and just like real heavy so it falls real fast, but also make it so the rope that pulls it up is a noose, we can kill two people when it falls.
At the
And
same
we could-
time.
We could have like merchandising rights and put like the Marvel logo on the guillotine and like Harry Potter and shit.
Oh shit! The guillotine. This fucking public execution
Yeah, you know
of your the bourgeoisie is brought to you by the new Marvel MCU Avengers movie,
WandaVision.
Wait, what?
produced by China.
Hey, we could probably sell anything we want in China, right? Like if we started counterfeiting like Pokemon
Counterfeiting
toys.
guillotines.
Yeah, or Pokemon toys or like guillotines with the Pokemon logo on it. We can sell that in China probably.
A Spider-Man Pikachu.
The Sonic the Hedgehog shirt that says Barack Obama on it.
Yeah, so like China does that thing where they counterfeit all our shit, and then they sell it. And
Yeah.
it kind of just like they rip off other designs. Well, we can rip off designs as Americans, sell them in China, somehow.
You think the Chinese government wants their people buying guillotines, though?
Oh, yeah, I think importing is difficult in China.
Yeah, they're not going to want to buy our commerce.
They only export.
There.
Imagine living in a world in like a country where everything is made in China.
Oh, I can imagine.
Oh, right. What a country indeed.
Well, folks, man. if you want to, first of all, tell us in the comments which countries me and Rusty would be kings in. Then tell us your net worth, and then tell us if you would buy our $500 build your own guillotine set. Those are your responsibilities in the comments section, and maybe we'll actually read the comments this week.
What would we do to like legally protect ourselves with the guillotines?
It's a build your own guillotine set. It's not illegal to sell a knife.
Oh wait, okay. So you don't sell it as a guillotine, but it could work as a guillotine.
No, we sell it as a table.
Yeah, but you could also assemble it slightly differently from
what fucking world do you live in? If you can buy an assault weapon, why can you not buy a guillotine? What are you talking about? It's the same shit.
Oh yeah, you know what? If you can sell a chainsaw, like you don't have to be like, okay, but you can't use the chainsaw for cutting stuff. No, it's a fucking chainsaw. Cut your leg off. I don't give a shit. You knew what it did.
We're selling guillotines so you can chop up your produce and shit. And if you happen to find a trillionaire, that's not my problem.
Oh, I mean, we can make mini ones. You want to make like an 8-foot tall one for produce?
For babies? You're gonna kill billionaire babies?
Born with a silver spoon in their mouth?
We can make a baby guillotine for produce.
We should make a baby guillotine.
Oh man, the rabbis would be buying that up, wouldn't
it? Rusty, is that your next video? We're gonna build a baby guillotine and start chopping shit up?
But not a baby. Yeah. All right, sure.
Like an apple?
Fuck it. I was gonna buy a fucking anvil. I didn't get that $600 stimulus check for whatever reason. But I'm going to take it out of my own pocket. No, I didn't get it. It never showed up in any of my bank accounts. So
it's probably in the mailbox at your old house.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the check. Fuck it. I'll build a guillotine. I'm going to build a guillotine in my backyard. Listen, I've been doing a lot of home repair and like renovation shit. So I have like a saw now, like a miter saw. It's like a chop saw that goes down. I got all like fucking drills and all this shit. I'm figuring out how to use it. I can build a guillotine.
You should build a stage in the center of your backyard.
And we can put on shows.
Make like a stage for a gallows.
How cool would it be to have gallows in your backyard?
That's what I'm saying. It would be fucking hilarious.
Yeah, with
I'd be scared every time you invite me over.
No. Hey, a gallows swing set.
Hey, and I could do jokes from up there, and I'll make my whole stand-up comedy set from the gallows humor.
Yeah, and if they don't laugh, you know what happens.
I hang myself.
Open mic night banned you at every place you ever went to. So you made your own stage in your backyard.
Yeah, that'll show them.
I'm going to do this.
Okay, so hey, everybody, stay tuned for Rusty is going to start executing people in his backyard.
Allegedly.
No, it's just for show.
Yeah, for show. Yeah.
Faux show.